Hey guys, so this is again a requested review of the Suki Exfoliating Cleanser that I showed in a haul a little while ago, and there's quite a few that wanted sort of an update review. And I've tried it a few times, and I will say that it's a little bit too harsh for my skin, but again, I have really sensitive skin. It smells amazing. It smells like lemongrass, lemons. You get actually quite a bit of it. It is 120 ml and 4 fluid ounces of it. Right now, I've still seen it where it comes in a little sort of gift pack where you get this and you get 2 more sort of testers. I can't show you because I actually gave them away to a friend, but those 2 things are for normal, or no, sorry, oily to combination. So if you have dry or my skin type, you really, you can obviously get it, but it's something to give away because I don't think you'd be able to use the products yourselves, but it costs no more than this product itself. It's the exact same price. So I've seen the price vary from around $30 to about $38, depending where you go. You can see this at Whole Foods, and I'll tell you right now, it's the most expensive. There are other things that I've purchased where the markup at Whole Foods it's not a difference of $2 or $3. It's a difference of like $15 to $20. So you might want to find it online or elsewhere. It says it's for all skin types. And I think for most people, it would be okay. If you have, again, sensitive skin like mine, and I'm talking hypersensitive skin, it may be a bit too much, but the good thing about it is that you can really sort of control the exfoliating property because it comes like that in these little sort of granules. It's sort of like a sugar-based exfoliating cleanser, and when you take a little bit of it, as soon as you put it under water and emulsify it, it really foams up, and you can sort of emulsify it to the point where you're actually not feeling the granules anymore. So rather than it sort of being an exfoliating cleanser, you're maybe only just using the cleanser part, although I'm sure the ingredients itself will have some exfoliating properties. So you actually can control it, because if you were to just take that and you don't have hypersensitive skin like mine, you may want to use those sugar granules and have that part of it exfoliate your face. It's just way too harsh. And I think the product itself, again, when I exfoliate, I'm used to using the Viva or the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, and I find that they are, especially the Viva, the enzyme gel type of exfoliator, so gentle. I mean, it's like putting honey on your face, and yet it's still exfoliating that top layer. So that's kind of the exfoliating that I've been used to. So something like this with sugar granules, even though you're dissolving them, I found it to be a bit harsh. It's still a great product, and I'm glad I have it for the scent alone. I'm a real huge fan of something really sort of fresh and citrusy and lemony, and it has that. So I'm glad that I have it, because it's one of those things where you're just in the mood. If you're in the mood for almost sort of aromatherapy, I would probably pull this out. But I don't actually have it on my counter anymore. I've actually put it in a lower drawer because it's not something that I'm going to use on a regular basis. I'm assuming that I would probably only use it once every couple of weeks, maybe even once a month. Again, I just found it a little bit too stripping. Even when I did sort of get rid of all the sugar, even then, once I rinsed it off, I did feel my skin to be really quite tight. So, am I glad I have it? Yes. Am I going to use it a lot? No. I think on the whole, though, I don't think it would be as harsh for most people's skin. I really have crazy hypersensitive skin. So if your skin is like mine, then perhaps, unless you love the scent of lemon as well, you probably are not going to get much use out of it. But for everyone else, I think you would probably enjoy it. If my skin could take it, I would probably use it a lot more. I really do like the scent. I actually do think it's quite a good product. One last thing that I will mention is that, as you can see right now, it is, you know, quite moist looking in there. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it is. It's actually quite moist looking. But as time goes by, this will really, really crystallize, and it'll actually turn into kind of a hard mound of sugar. When I was at Whole Foods and I saw their little sample pack, it didn't even look the same. It had completely sort of blanched and whitened and turned into like a hard freaking ball of something. And when I asked her, you know, is it still going to work? And she said, well, you know, why don't I give you a sample of this? And so I was like, yeah, you know what, that's actually a really, really good idea, because I want to see that once it crystallizes, is it still effective? It's still going to work the same way. And she had a heck of a time. It was really like scraping it off. And the sample that I got was, in essence, completely dry powder. And when I put it under water, it foamed up exactly the same as it foams up like this. So really, even though it's kind of in a different form, it doesn't necessarily go bad. It's still going to be effective. It's still going to foam up. It's still going to have the lather. So, you know, for those of you who, you know, down the road, if you purchase this and realize, oh my gosh, what a waste of money, it's a solid chunk of something, you just really need to sort of scrape up some of the stuff if you don't use it that often, but it'll work just as well as it did in this form. So anyways, I hope you found that helpful, and I am going to try and rattle off a couple more of these. So if you see, you know, this ensemble, obviously that's what I'm doing. So thanks so much, and I will see you real soon.